All right, today we're going to get under the hood, digitally speaking, of course, to explore the invisible shield that's protecting your car. As our vehicles get smarter and way more connected, they also face this growing threat from cyber attacks. So let's dive in and see how they're being protected. You've probably heard this phrase a million times, but it is more true now than ever before. Your car isn't just an engine and four wheels anymore. No, it's this incredibly sophisticated, interconnected network of software and hardware that manages literally everything, from your music all the way to your brakes. Well, with all this incredible tech comes a whole new set of risks. This complexity, it opens up doors that just never existed in cars before, doors that hackers are actively trying to figure out how to unlock. So let's explore what those vulnerabilities really are. To really understand the risk, you first have to appreciate the sheer complexity of this hidden network that's buzzing with activity inside your vehicle every single time you turn the key. Think about it. All these systems are constantly talking to each other. Your car has dozens of these little mini computers, or electronic control units. We just call them ECUs for short. It gets its software updates wirelessly, it connects to the internet for maps, and it uses all these advanced systems to help you drive. And here's the kicker. Every single one of those connection points is a potential digital door for an attacker. In the world of cybersecurity, we call these entry points attack surfaces. A good way to think about it is to picture your car as a fortress. An attacker isn't going to run straight at the strongest wall. No, they're going to look for an unlocked door or maybe an open window. First up, your infotainment system, that handy Wi-Fi and Bluetooth that you use to stream music or make calls. Well, that connectivity can be a two-way street, creating a potential gateway for a remote attack if it's not properly locked down. Next is the OBD2 port. This is that little plug your mechanic uses for diagnostics, and it provides direct access right into the car's core network. And while it's absolutely essential for repairs, in the wrong hands, this physical port could be used to tamper with some really critical systems. We all love the convenience of keyless entry, right? But it's another really well-known vulnerability. Hackers can use this technique called a relay attack to amplify the signal from your key fob, even if it's sitting safely inside your house, to unlock and start your car. It's pretty wild. Even those super helpful over-the-air updates carry some risk. Something called a man-in-the-middle attack can actually intercept a legitimate update from the manufacturer. And in its place, a hacker could install malicious software, potentially giving them control over parts of your vehicle. Okay, I know, it all sounds a little bit scary, right? But for every single threat, there's a team of defenders. So let's meet the people on the front lines, the automotive cybersecurity engineers. These specialists are basically the digital guardians of our vehicles. Their whole job is to think like a hacker so they can defend like an engineer. They're constantly trying to anticipate attacks and build robust security measures right into the car's design from the very first blueprint. And their responsibilities are huge. They model potential threats to predict attacks. They design secure electronic control units, and they protect the car's internal communication networks. They also do something called ethical hacking, or penetration testing, to find weaknesses before the real attackers do. And on top of all that, they have to make sure the vehicle meets all these strict global security standards. So how do they do it? How do they pull this off? Well, they don't just build a single wall. They build a fortress. And that fortress has multiple layers of defense. The idea is if one layer is breached, there's another one waiting right behind it. This defense is built in layers. It all starts at the very foundation by securing each individual ECU. From there, the engineers protect the communication between those units. The next layer, secure boot, makes sure the car only starts up with trusted software. Then they secure the cloud connection for updates. And finally, a monitoring system acts like a 24/7 security guard, constantly watching for any suspicious activity. This right here is the core principle that drives everything they do. A bug in your phone's app is an inconvenience. A security failure in a car's braking system, well, that can have catastrophic consequences. The stakes are just incredibly high. To build that fortress effectively, engineers use frameworks like STRIDE to categorize different threats. It really helps them anticipate an attacker's every move. For example, they'll ask, could someone spoof a sensor reading? Or could they tamper with a message sent to the brakes? Could they launch a denial of service attack to shut down the engine? This framework forces them to consider every possible angle of attack. And, building this level of security isn't just a good practice for automakers. In most of the world, it's actually the law. A global rulebook has emerged to mandate cybersecurity for all new vehicles. These are the key global rules of the road, so to speak. For example, UNEC R155 requires automakers to have a certified cybersecurity management system. Meanwhile, ISO 21434 provides the technical framework for how to achieve that security across the vehicle's entire life. Bottom line, if you want to sell cars in major markets, you have to follow these rules. Now, here's a crucial point: understanding the difference between safety and security. Functional safety, which is covered by a standard called ISO 26126, is all about protecting you from things going wrong on their own, like a random hardware failure. Cybersecurity, or ISO 21434, is about protecting you from a person intentionally trying to make things go wrong. And that brings us to maybe the most important takeaway of all. In the world of modern cars, these two concepts, security and safety, they're completely inseparable now. Just think about it. A modern car can have over 100 ECUs. 100, all networked together, controlling everything from your steering to your airbags. Every single one of those 100 mini computers is a potential target that has to be protected. Ultimately, this is what it all comes down to. We're not just trying to protect your GPS history or your contact list. We are protecting the systems that keep you, your passengers, and everyone else on the road safe. The digital shield is a life-saving shield. The technology in our cars is advancing at just an incredible pace, and it's bringing all these amazing new features. But with that progress comes an ever-evolving set of threats. So the question we have to keep asking ourselves is this: are our defenses evolving just as fast?